getting into this episode of GH, Nina done lost her little mind because she better than me. Because Sonny's sitting here offering her a trip to the islands. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on a private jet, and she gonna sit here and turn it down, all because his motivations for it or whatever, because he's trying to distract her. So what? I mean, between her not being invited to the wedding and her stressing over Willow's condition and whatnot, and them trying to find Aubrey, it's burning. All of that can burn a person out. You know what I mean? You still need a break. You still need to tend to yourself. Take care of yourself and your mental health. Like, you still have to do that. So I would have took the vacation. Like, I don't know what she's smoking, because I definitely would have packed the bag real quick and hopped on that private plane and went over and took my behind to the island. I don't know what's wrong with her. She on that different type of crack or something, because, nope, you ain't had to say nothing but a word. You ain't had to tell me twice. I would have been up and out. Let's go. I mean, who the hell turning down a private jet and a trip to the islands, an island that he owns, and it's all free? Like, you ain't got to pay a dime for it. I would have been out. Like, she was tripping. I would have been out the door. My thing with Nina is, I'm all for Nina, trying to get back at Carly by exposing her with the SEC. I'm all for it. But the way she tried to tell Martin, oh, just do it or whatever, but don't put my name in it. No, that's not how we do things. Because we're not going to sit here and throw rocks and then try to hide our hand. No. Because Nina is the main one always talking about Carly don't own up to nothing. She don't take responsibility. Okay, so all you're doing is turning into another Carly. You're turning into the thing that you hate. You know what I mean? What Nina needs to do is own it. Like, if you're going to come after Carly and by extension Drew, own it. Don't sit there and tell Martin, oh, keep my name out. No. No, man. Put your name in there. Put it in the paper. Put it in the blogs. The whole world need to know that you did this. You know what I mean? Like, don't take responsibility of it. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like this has the potential to blow up in her face. I definitely feel like it will. Because it probably won't take people long to figure out that Nina's behind it. And I wonder what Sonny's reaction is going to be, because he basically trying to tell Nina to let it go. All this resentment she has towards Carly and Drew or whatever, let it go. You know what I'm saying? She not going to listen. She is not going to listen. And people that don't listen to common sense, they usually, like I say, a hard head makes for a soft behind. So she going to figure it out. I mean, it's going to be fun watching her go after them, but it's only going to be a matter of time for it just boom, blow up right up in her face, and everybody gonna hate her. Well, I mean, most of them already hate her, but they gonna hate her even more, and the little bit of progress she done made with Willow is probably gonna be out the window too. So I hope it's worth it. I can't wait, because it's gonna be some good drama. So anyway, moving on from that, I can't say that I blame Diane for feeling the way she felt, because she felt used. And Holly, I will say, she definitely seemed like she read the room. Like, she knew something was going on between Diane and Robert, because the way Diane was acting, Holly felt that. Like, she felt like it wasn't, like, oh, why y'all just didn't tell me or whatever. Holly read the room. She felt like that was personal. Like, Diane was really, upset about it more at Robert, So she felt like something was going on. But like I said, I don't blame Diane for being mad, because at the end of the day, Diane is a very trustworthy person. All they had to do was let her in. You ain't got to tell her every little thing that you're doing, but let her in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have helped, even though she unwillingly did help, but she could have helped, with the knowledge of knowing what the heck is going on. And I totally agree with Alexis. I feel like Diane just need to put it all out on the table. She need to put all her cards on the table with Robert, and let Robert know that she feeling him, because it's obvious that Robert feeling her too. And just let him know, like, there's a connection. They got feelings, they're starting to build something together. So why not just explore and see where that's going? Because at the end of the day, I don't see Robert getting back with Holly no time soon. I mean, they haven't technically been a couple for some time, and I don't see that changing. So, I mean, Robert would be a fool to pass this up, because I don't see him and Holly being long term. Holly is never around. She's always on some new mission or whatever. So how is that going to work if they become a couple again? Especially after all these years. Things change, people change, feelings kind of change. I mean, don't get me wrong. Robert is always going to have feelings for Holly. He's always going to love her. But I think it's time that he explore his options. And right now, Diane's a huge option for him. So I think he would be a fool to kind of not explore it and see where it can go. I'm not saying that they're going to get married or anything like that, but at least see how it go, how it play out. Why not? What do any of them have to lose? They all, done loved and lost before, so why not take another chance on it at the end of the day? And I don't blame Anna for, feeling a certain type of way a little bit about Holly because, she did frame her. But I'm glad that, Anna just let it go. She was like, listen, Victor had you under control or whatever. You did what you had to do for your son, so I can't even be mad. And I get it, because even Anna had to do some stuff over the years that she wasn't too proud of to people that she cared about. She had to lie, fake her death, do, you know what I mean? Like, she did it all in the name of protecting people that she cared about. And it's like, sometimes you have to do that, you know what I mean? Even if the other person may not like it. So I'm glad that she wasn't too, upset about it and whatnot. And I did love her conversation with Alexis. Alexis' relationship with Valentine has come a long way too. And his relationship with Laura came a long way. Because I remember it wasn't too long ago, Laura had a gun on that man. They could not stand Valentine. But now they're all getting along with him. Because you know what? I feel like Anna and Charlotte played a huge role in Valentine changing, the type of person he is. You know what I mean? Like, he changed for the better for the people that he cared about. He couldn't continue to be the evil Valentine that he always was. So I'm glad that, Alexis sees him in a different light now. Because I actually love his relationship with Alexis. Like, even though they're technically not siblings, they're cousins. To me, I still feel like whenever they're around each other, they got that cool step sibling or sibling vibe or whatever. I still consider them to be siblings, even though they're biologically not, but I still consider it because I love the chemistry between them. And I think it's pretty dope. So anyway, moving on from that. Listen, Tracy blew into the Quartermain mansion like hell on wheels. Let me tell you, I lived for every moment of Tracy. I love her. Like, she came in not giving a damn. You know what I mean? Talking crap about Monica and these flowers. Ned need to go sit his little self down talking about, oh, next time give us some notice when you gonna come. She ain't gotta give y'all no notice. The notice was she came. That's the notice. She's at the front door. That's your notice. She ain't got to tell you nothing. At the end of the day, she ain't got to tell you jack. She came, she saw, she conquered. I feel like Tracy is definitely making this wedding interesting. Because the shade that she was throwing at Carly, I was here for it. And the way she cackled when she found out Michael and Willow was getting married again, that shit was hilarious too. Because I agree with her, like, come on now, the first time didn't go so well, so what make y'all think this time gonna be any better? I totally agree with Tracy. And the way she talked about Carly past marriages and stuff, and she called her AJ's biggest mistake. I love Tracy. She did not give a damn. And I totally agree with her, because she looked at Carly, she was like, why is she here? And Carly had her nerve talking about something, why are you here? She got more right to be there than most of y'all standing in that damn room. Even though it is Monica's house and Alan gave it to her. But still, it's like she got more rights to be there than half y'all in that room. Like, who are you? Like, I love how she was just chewing Carly ass out, and I loved it. I was here for every moment of it. But you know what I do love about Tracy? As much as she sniped at all of them, when she found out what was happening with Willow with the leukemia and stuff, I love how she immediately offered her help and stuff like that, and her connections to help them in any way that she could. I loved it. Because that goes to show Tracy may come off mean and cruel or whatever, but when the chips are down, she really do care about family. Like, she definitely has her selfishness. That's why I feel like BLQ takes after her a lot. Because every time I see BLQ, she reminds me so much of Tracy, just without all the sniping at people. But she reminds me a bit of Tracy. But I love that, though. Tracy still cares about family. Despite what she may say or how she may feel in that moment about some of them, she still cares deeply about them. And she's willing to help. So BLQ done called Tracy to get Chase's job back. I said, okay. And you know Tracy, listen, when you owe Tracy a favor, Tracy ain't gonna let you forget it. Tracy was like, yeah, I'm gonna make you remember that you owe me. You owe me a huge favor. Cause that's my thing. I mean, if you gonna have connections like Tracy gonna be one of your connections, or your last name is a huge last name, like it comes from privilege. I mean, sometimes you just gotta use it. You know, when the chips are down, play that card. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. Tracy was pissed when she found out Drew took over her old bedroom. She said, oh, hell no. She was like, not when another illegitimate child taking my room. She was pissed that she got to go to the guest room now. I freaking love Tracy. Like, Tracy never disappoints me. Like, every time she pops up, she is freaking hilarious. And you could tell Jane Elliott was in her mode. Like, I could tell that she was having fun. Like, the smile on her face, like, I could tell she was enjoying being back on that set and just ribbing with everybody. And I love, too, how Ned just assumed that Tracy was back because of problems with ELQ. And I love how Tracy was letting him know, like, listen, there's more important things than those 3 letters. There's a lot going on in the world than ELQ. I love it because it's so different from the Tracy that we all know. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, Tracy was obsessed with ELQ. Like, everything was about ELQ. So I love that she's moved on from that. Like, she still cares about it, of course. Like, she's always going to care about ELQ. But I love that ELQ no longer defines her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she finally stepped out of Edward's shadow. You know, and that's what she really wanted when she initially left town, to just get away from that. You know, from the ELQ drama, from the Quartermain drama for a while. She just wanted to get the hell away from it. And it looks good on her. Peace really looks good on her. Like she's just been taking care of herself, even though she's still been dealing with some mess because of Luke. But, you know, she looked like she a lot happier now. Because sometimes when you ain't got to deal with the family drama and certain stresses in your life, and you finally find peace, it does wonders. And it definitely looks like it did wonders for her. So, of course, Carly gets to walk Willow down the aisle and give her away. I'm like, oh, God. I really hope when they walking down the aisle, Tracy just put her foot out and tripped them. At this point, that's what I'm hoping. Because I'm like, listen, I am not trying to sit through this little boring wedding. Like, we need to get over that. Because this wedding going to be a hot mess. But I'm just glad she back. Like, that is my boo. Anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comments. Let me know what you all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Peace.